There's no way. I don't think he could have talked or played games with Daniel. I mean, Frank. And I'm replaying the game now. Hey guys, sorry, I just kind of went into that. The game crashed. I started playing it right away, but it was kind of going to be a new episode. I think he was probably visiting Danielle because he was bitching about how, like, oh my god, you can't see each other. So let's go try and talk to her and see if that might have been where he was. Oh wait, shit,
Hello?
wrong house. Never mind, don't
Can I
talk
ask
to me.
you? I'm not going anywhere.
Alright. Yeah, he like called her a slut or something. He called Danielle a slut. But I think they were seeing each other, so probably snuck over there. And let's see if we can talk to her and she knows something.
Hello. What a pleasant surprise.
Let's just stop by to chat for a bit, Bree.
To what do I owe the
I
pleasure?
need to find out who killed Daniel Fox. Police are no help, so I thought I'd come to you. I'm at my wit's end.
I assume you're not being literal.
Of course not.
I'm afraid you're wasting your time. I don't know anything about Daniel's murder.
Come on, Bree. You have to remember something.
There's only one thing that comes to mind when I think of that night, but it certainly isn't going to bring Daniel's killers to justice, so it's probably better not to speak of it. And you know exactly what I'm talking about.
What? I have absolutely no idea what happened to Edda's garden. What? Sorry, not a clue.
That was the night your son attempted to court my daughter.
Alright, good. We were right. I had to just think about it. I forgot he had even talked about her, and then when I was replaying to get to the party where the game had freezed before, I was like, oh, we need to talk to her. He probably was just seeing her and lying to us. Alright. Alright. Oh, he told me he was in his room playing games that night.
You might want to get the poor boy a dictionary then. That night, he and Danielle were coming back from their date. I caught Danielle trying to sneak back into the house. She knew better than to stay out that late. I assume your son was the bad influence. I saw them coming out of your
daughter's
house
a
looking
slut.
guilty as sin. And then your son had the nerve to try to sneak in with Danielle.
And you know, not that I'm slut-shaming, because as me, skank K-pop, I feel you. I feel her.
Mom, haven't you done enough? Now you're talking to the neighbors about this? Haven't you embarrassed me enough already?
I'm not trying to embarrass anyone, dear. You do more than enough of that for the both of us.
Damn! Oh!
Needless to say, they were surprised when I greeted them on the porch. I sent your son home immediately. Then Danielle and I had an interesting talk that evening.
If they were hanging out on Wisteria Lane that night, they must have seen something.
Do you know what this means?
Yeah, it means we were out that night.
They did it! Yes, it means we're lucky our children are safe. What do you think it means?
I used to think my Danielle was incapable of hurting a fly, but she is susceptible to dangerous boys.
Alright. Oh, calm down, Bree. Bree, I know you've been through some bad times, but these are our kids you're talking about. Oh my god. Alright, here we go. Oh my god, are you serious? Are you fucking serious with this? It looked like he was holding a flashlight. Oh wait. Probably got the gun from... because Daniel had the gun. And he didn't even die down there! Why did the cutscenes keep showing him dying down there? He was... oh my god. Whatever.
Do you seriously think I'm capable of that? The police said Mr. Fox was killed at 11 that night. And if you remember, you sent him home way before that. You went off on your whole high and mighty, and of all things, on a school night tirade and sent me to bed. Besides, I refuse to defend myself. You're insane for even thinking this. If only Dad were still alive.
Danielle, you will always be my daughter. But after what this family has been through, and especially after what you've put me through, it will take more than a few words for me to trust you again, considering you never even told me what you two were up to that night.
Ugh.
Well, if Danielle doesn't have anything to tell us, there's just one person left, your son. Maybe you'll have more luck getting the truth out of him.
Yes, and may God have mercy on his soul. Alright, bye, girl. Talk to you later. Alright, oh my god, are you serious? Damn teenagers running about. He's gonna get her ass pregnant. Then I'm gonna have to deal with it. Drive me nuts. He's gonna get a slap. Slap him. Getting a slap. How dare you!
Oh, I probably deserve that.
Alright,
What did you find in my room? I'll tell you what.
alright. Talk.
Hey, Mom. What's up?
There isn't too much going on with me, however, you, on the other hand, have a lot of explaining to do.
About what?
Don't you play dumb with me, wee K-Pops!
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, hell! Or hell, who knows? Maybe you aren't playing at all.
What? You're just coming from out of nowhere with all this, and I know you're making this up. You can't prove anything.
Usually I do trust you, but right now I don't think I should. I just talked with Bree and Danielle, and they both said they saw you out that night.
That girl just can't keep her mouth shut.
Maybe not, but for now, let's see if you can get your story straight.
Okay. Danielle and I went out that night. But nothing really major happened, so I didn't feel the need to bring it up.
Let's be honest here. You forgot to bring it up because you were out past your curfew, and you didn't want to get in trouble. Last chance. Is anything else coming back to you now?
After Mrs. Vandekamp finished her angry diatribe, I left and came home. And that's the truth.
That can't be everything. You must have seen something else.
Nope. I did see someone standing outside the Scavo house talking to some car.
Okay, that's not the smoking gun, but it's something to work with. Was it Lynette?
I don't know. I guess it could have been Mrs. Scavo.
Great. I'll have to find out the rest for myself. I'm going now, but you should know that this isn't over. I'm still upset with you. Alright, we can go talk to Lynette now. Oh god. Yes. Okay, that cutscene was stupid as fuck. I thought she was gonna go and murder someone. Alright, let's go talk to Lynette. And then I have to be back here so that we can try to do the seduce trick to get through the game freezing again. It's like every time we go to Bree's house, it's like, boom, frozen. Well, at least when it's a cutscene or like a party or the poker game. Wait, is this? This is not Lynette's house. Let's do this the easy way. Alright, is she even home? Yeah, they're home now. Hi, Mom. He said you flirt with our daddy.
Hey, you. We haven't talked in a while.
Hey,
What's
Lynette, I
new?
wanted to come by and talk to you about the night Daniel was killed.
That said, he was my neighbor, and I was hoping he'd be my friend. It's an awful tragedy.
It is a tragedy. I can't just stand around and do nothing about it. I've started up a little investigation of my own.
I think we're a bit old for the whole detective thing, but go ahead. What do you need? I'm not sure I can help you with anything, but let's give it a try.
Who knows? Maybe we both can help. What's the problem?
Okay, well, this is a little embarrassing. You see, someone saw you, Lynette, talking with a stranger sitting in a car parked outside your house the night Daniel was killed.
Listen, I don't know what your eyewitness was smoking, but Lynette barely has enough energy to lift herself into bed at night, let alone chat with some stranger.
Yeah, this is a little bizarre anyway. I was asleep by 9 o'clock that night. Who thinks they saw me? It's crazy.
Ooh, let's drop a drama bomb between her and her husband. It's my son. He said you were flirting with the guy.
What? Is this your game? Spreading rumors about my wife? You know, I've heard some things about your son. I was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt, but he sounds like nothing but trouble.
Oh, damn, you didn't believe us.
Whoa, everyone calm down. I was in bed by 9 that night, so it obviously wasn't me your son saw. Where was this car?
It was parked on the street a few feet from your house. He probably just assumed it was you.
Yeah, hope he's not spreading these little assumptions any further than you. You know, to be fair, I do remember something strange from that night.
Not me. I was sound asleep.
Yeah, my little watchdog here. Wouldn't wake up if a tornado ripped the roof off the house.
I sleep soundly. Is that a crime?
Anyway, Tom was fast asleep. Some noise had woken me up, and I couldn't get back to sleep.
Yeah, she's like that. Her mind's always racing. Needs a horse tranquilizer to get her back to bed. But maybe we should get back to helping out with this case.
Okay.
So, what do you remember that night?
I was looking for something to read to help me fall asleep, and I thought I left it on the windowsill. When I looked, there wasn't any magazine, but I saw Gabby on the sidewalk.
Guess that's possible.
She was running around the neighborhood.
Makes sense. She said that.
Are you telling me that Gabby was running errands at midnight? And decided to stop and have a conversation with a stranger?
Yeah, she said it was earlier, though.
No,
Right?
Tom, she was literally running in her very tight pink jogging outfit. You know, the one you're always staring at.
Of course. That makes sense now. Gabby was flirting with some guy. It's actually pretty funny that anyone would think you were flirting with someone.
Tom, what are you implying?
You just don't flirt. Well, often. You don't flirt often.
Now that I'm a mother, am I supposed to be asexual now? Is it out of the
Awkward.
realm of possibility that I might
Right here,
flirt
guys.
with a man, and that a man might find me to be attractive? Okay, I don't mean to be rude, but Tom and I have a few things to discuss.
Yeah, Gabby did tell me she was out that night, although she neglected to let me know that she talked to Daniel's killers during her jog. Maybe because Carlos was right there. Sounds to me like I need to clarify some things with Gabby. Thanks for the info. And hold on, I need to talk to your husband.
Hey, nice to see you. You must be looking for Lynette.
I'm actually here for you.
What do you mean?
Your wife is too busy to give you the attention you need, so here I am.
Are you talking about having an affair?
I'm suggesting that we let one thing lead to another. I'm talking about wild, passionate, no strings attached sex.
Look, I find you very attractive, but I love my wife. I love Lynette.
No.
Tell you what, I'll just stick with what I have. As for...
Damn it! Damn it! Yeah, Tom's the good guy. Guess you can't seduce him. But we'll keep trying. We're gonna keep trying. Don't be fooled about that. Alright, let's go talk to Gabby. We still have 2 hours before the party. This will make this quicker.
So, tell me, did you find out anything new about Daniel's case?
Yes, in fact, I'm here to clarify something you said before.
Okay, what's up?
Just got back from talking with Lynette and Tom. Scavos told me you were out much later than you mentioned to me.
I told you I went out running that night, didn't I?
But see, they also said that you were chatting with some stranger in a black car.
Gabby, what is she talking about? Just what were you up to that night?
I don't know. There was some guy.
Some guy?
No, wait. 2 guys, actually. They were really confused.
It's all coming back to you now. Come on, Gabby, who were they? Do you remember their names?
Of course they had names. The one that talked with me in the passenger seat. His name started with an L, but I can't remember what it was. Well, they did freak me out at first, but he was just asking for direction. It was pathetic. The guy tried to flirt with me. I mean, come on. He was driving last year's model. Did he think I'd even give the time of day to a guy in a car like that?
Whoa, back up, Gabby. Who was this guy? Why was he flirting with you?
Carlos, it's not technically flirting if it's one-sided. And trust me, this was one-sided. I was just being nice. Besides, I don't usually fall for the kind of guys you see on the FIB's most wanted list. Unless you were on it, sweetie.
Gosh, thanks, I guess.
Yeah, details. I need details.
What exactly do you want to know?
Tell us exactly what happened that night, Gabby. Everything. Then our friend here can find out what she needs to know and do her little detective thing somewhere else.
Did a detective thing?
Right. Well, I was out running and...
Oh god, cutscene time. It was midnight and it was bright as fuck outside. Okay. Bye.
And that was it. See? You were all getting excited over what turned out to be nothing. These guys got lost. They pulled over and I gave them directions. And then they went off on their merry little way. Sorry. No clues or red herrings or anything, Sherlock.
Just out of curiosity, where were they going?
Oh, they wanted directions to the Fox house.
Oh my god, Gabrielle, are you serious?
They what?
I'd say that was definitely important information.
My God. Gabby, how is it that this is the first time we've all heard about this?
Come on. I mean, what's the big deal? They were lost, and I was trying to help them. I was just trying to be helpful.
Well, you sure picked a wonderful time to start. Do you have any idea what this means? You're an accessory to murder, Gabby. And you withheld information from the police. Hell, I could be violating parole just for being around you. They could throw me back in jail. Is that what you want?
It's a little far.
How would I have known what they were up to? I don't see what the problem is. I mean, they would have found the house sooner or later. He's in the phone book, you know. Like, are they the worst criminals you've ever heard of? Having to ask directions to a hit. It's just pathetic.
That is pretty pathetic, honestly. Yeah, she's right.
I think you should take a deep breath and listen to what you're saying. All right, just forget it. I don't want to hear any more from you. You've done enough. At least we have a better idea of what went down that night. And lucky you. You managed to get an eyewitness that found a way to help facilitate the murder, but somehow can't remember the name of the killer who tried to hit on her.
Wait a minute.
Carlos, you'd put her to bed before she decides to do any more favors for a strange man. Why? I want to check out these leads.
Yeah, your guess is as good as mine. I'll say one thing, though. She sure is taking her time.
Okay, I'm back. This is for you.
What is this supposed to be?
It's the guy's phone number from that night.
Oh.
You kept his number?
Now I remember. His name was Leonard, but my friends call me Leo. Yeah, didn't do much for me when he said it either.
What reason could you possibly have to keep his number?
Relax, Carlos. I put it in my pocket and just forgot about it since then. Like you'd expect me to wear the same hoodie twice?
Well, it's very convenient, isn't it?
Thanks for the number. You two clearly have some serious things to talk about. Alright, we need to get home. And wow, we found a lot more this time. Much quicker. Probably because I sped through all the things I had already done, so I had way more time. Leonard's that, where is he? Is he even on here? Oh shit, pause. Okay, hold on. Is he on here? That, investigator? No, that was Eric Larson, never mind. Alright, husband, I need to be by you. I need to seduce you at the optimal moment. Alright. 55, we're gonna go. Go.
Hey, hun. You've got that look on your face.
Yes.
Ah, that, yeah. Now you, on the other hand, I'm just being
Please
truthful.
work, please work. Everyone
little
cross your
devil.
booty cheeks and hope that this works.
What do you say we take...
Oh my god, please! Please! With the power of skanks, vagina, please let us get through this crashing bug. Please! No, she has it in her.
You are still the woman of my dreams. That was fantastic.
Okay, blah blah blah, get over it. Da, 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 da. 15 minutes left. The get together at Breeze starts in 15 minutes. If you plan on going, make sure you're wearing the dress Daniel made for you. Oh, that's right. I never changed my outfit back. Oh god. Please work. Okay, it worked this time. Whew! I knew Skank's ass would save the day. Beautiful. Accept. Alright, we need to get to the party. Is this Bree's house? No. Well, just go outside. We'll get to her house.
Hello, neighbor.
Yes, I'll be there in a second, for fuck's sake.
Just a reminder that we're still expecting you to join us this evening.
You really want me to come to my... Oh my god. Yeah, I'm headed over right now, asshole.
Well, it is the proper thing to do, isn't it?
I just fucking told you I am headed over right now. Yes, I'm 20 minutes late. Get the fuck over
It's
it.
times like these where we all have to stick together.
You know, I'd be there a lot faster if you weren't
Appetizers
running off
will
your
be served
fucking
in
mouth.
10 minutes. Don't be late.
I'm sorry, Bree, but crying my eyes out while intermittently stuffing my face with mushroom tarts doesn't really sound like a load of fun. Have fun with your little party. Bye. Be there as soon as I can. Fuck's sake. Drive me to drink. Alright. Knock or open door. Do this little...
So,
Just have to console everyone. Choose company. Goal is optional. Carl hasn't been getting much attention lately. You should really do something about that. Wow. Okay. What's everyone doing? Where's the appetizers? Mostly came here to eat.
Hey there.
Susan, are you right? You look just awful. Damn! Oh my god, say it.
I feel just fine. I have to say, I'm a bit distraught.
I think that she meant she looks sad. Well, it's good that you came out tonight. What's on your mind?
Just everything, I guess. I mean, Daniel was such a sweet man, and charming, and witty. He was like one of the girls. Sort of. We even invited him to poker night. And we don't do that for just anyone, you know. Who would want to do something like that to someone like him?
I wish I knew, but it's good that you're sharing your feelings. Don't let me stop you.
Sometimes, it just seems like there isn't any kind of justice in the world. I don't know what he could have possibly done to his assailants, but he didn't deserve to die over it.
You're right, Susan. No one deserves that. You're such a whiner, Susan. Oh my god, we can slap her or hug her. You're such a whiner, Susan. Oh my god, that is evil. And I mean, I even feel bad slapping her, but like, let's be real. Skank would slap her.
What do you think you're doing?
You're such a whiner, Susan. Being a senseless jerk. Helping you cope. What else? I'm gonna think of it. I don't really know. Helping you cope.
Yeah, thanks for your help. I really needed that.
Oh, crap. It doesn't work if you slap her, I guess. Alright, hurry
Haven't
up.
you finished consoling me yet?
No, I haven't. You need to toughen up and get over it.
You just don't quit, do you?
No, I don't.
Stop it.
No. No, I won't.
Haven't you finished consoling me yet?
I know. Look, I took the wrong approach with you before. I was trying to be stern. I think what you really needed was someone to acknowledge your sentiment.
Oh, okay.
You're right to be upset, but you should know there's a police investigation going on. From what I hear, they're making significant progress.
I can see why Bree invited you over. You have a way with words, you know that?
I know I do have a way with words. What can I say? I have a way with people. My God. Oh, I thought these were like stacks of cash. I was like, damn, Bree, get money, get
Hello.
paid.
Can I help you?
Hi, Bree, how are you holding up given all the recent events?
And by that, I assume you mean the brutal murder of Daniel Fox in our own neighborhood.
Well, that's one way of putting it.
Well, to be honest, his death caused me to examine certain aspects of my own life. So I immediately went out and bought another shotgun.
Nice!
That said, I think there really is more going on here than meets the eye. I simply don't believe it was a random act of violence.
Our friend and neighbor is dead, Bree. Isn't that enough reason to grieve?
Oh, come now. Are you telling me you're not the least bit curious about how it all transpired? Was he pumped for information? Did he have something they wanted? Oh, perhaps he even owed them money that was borrowed to support some reprehensible drug habit.
Seem like you're more interested in getting details about his death than you are in coping with the loss, Bree.
Now, don't get me wrong. It's quite unfortunate Daniel had to pass in the manner he did. But at the same time, can you honestly tell me you're not even the slightest bit curious as to just what went on in that house? I mean, for heaven's sake, why would Daniel, of all people, have need for a gun? Makes you wonder about what else was going on in the Fox house.
Stop wondering, get back to reality.
Excuse me?
Let him rest in peace. Be a good friend. Remember how much you appreciated him. Man is dead, and you seem far more interested in the sordid details of murder and the victim's social life.
I suppose I was being a little harsh. Perhaps I shouldn't have another cocktail. But in all fairness, you have to admit we are in the midst of a very strange situation here.
Of course I do, but gossiping about things we'll never know isn't going to help anyone.
You made your point. Let's not speak of it anymore.
I was just trying to help, Bree. I never meant to hurt your feelings. Alright, well that worked. Can we slap her again?
I must compliment you on your green thumb. Your garden looks splendid.
You're so full of it, Bree.
For goodness sake! If you insist on maintaining that attitude, you're going to find yourself off my preferred list.
Girl!
Yes. That means no more freshly baked croissants left on your doorstep on Saturday mornings.
Good. I can wipe my ass with them. Talk to Lynette.
Hi.
Lynette, how are you doing?
Considering what happened to Daniel, it's amazing I'm here at all. Tom had to talk me down from buying a house in one of those godforsaken gated communities.
All I'm thinking about is poor Daniel. He was a good friend. He was so good to us.
Well, Bree said we should bring it all out into the open, which is so unlike Bree. She's usually so uptight. To be honest, Tom and I are convinced she doesn't even go to the bathroom.
True, probably.
Can you believe something so horrible happened on our street? Okay, let's talk about how foolish we were to think we were safe living in this bubble. I mean, truth is, there's no such thing as being absolutely safe. It's really scary. I have 4 beautiful, albeit annoying, kids.
I'm so sorry. I didn't realize this whole ordeal had such an impact on you.
I'm sorry to dump it all on you like that, but that's how I feel. All mothers develop their own form of acute paranoia. It's instinctual, but now there's a tangible reason for it.
Cat! Stop it! My cats are interrupting me.
What if my boys had snuck out of the house that night? I don't even want to think about it.
Actually, Lynette, from what I've heard, there was a lot of people out that night. I think Daniel was the target, no one else.
I don't know. With all that's happened to Mary Ellis and then Rex, I'm thinking the street might be cursed or something. At least in a gated community, there's some real sense of security.
I'll give Lynette a hug.
I don't think I'm being unreasonable.
Okay, this is the most awkward hug that's ever happened. It's not the kind of thing that's going to happen again, I'm positive.
I take it you know something I don't.
Yes, I'm sure they won't show their face around here again anytime soon.
Well, if that really is the case, and it wasn't a random act of violence, then it certainly puts my mind at ease. Thanks.
You're welcome. Alright, console Edie. Oh god. She's not... Who needs to console Edie? She doesn't give a fuck. She's just gonna be like, he was gay, I couldn't fuck him anyways.
So, you're here too, huh?
Alright. Are you kidding? Like, I'd pass up a chance to have one of Bree's 4-course gourmet meals? Of course, a dear friend is gone, how could I not come? Before you, did Daniel's death really hit you that hard?
To be honest, Bree's cooking was the deciding factor for me. But I prefer to look at it like this. He came, he sewed, he croaked. In that order. It's also morbid. I think it's high time the rest of us get back to living it up.
You're right, Edie. It has been whole day since Daniel was killed. We really should move on. Wouldn't want to miss out on that episode of Secret Screams or anything important like that. Yeah, we all need to move on in one way or another.
There's a whole world of things we could be doing right now instead of sitting around crying into our drinks.
I'd try to help my friends deal with this tragedy. What did you have in mind? Like what?
Personally, I think we should forget the grieving process and try to get to the bottom of Daniel's murder. If you ask me, I think that brother of his is to blame. He's always acting so weird. Mind you, he's not Zach Young weird, but give him some time and they'll be fighting for the Wisteria Lane weirdo crown.
That's easily the most asinine thing I've heard all week. And believe me, living on the street, I hear some incredibly stupid things. Believe me, when I say you don't have a clue as to what's going on with that case.
Oh, please. You don't know any more than I do. I'll bet Frank's the kind of sicko that actually enjoys playing Little Mr. Innocent, while everyone else is running around town looking for the real killers. Whatever.
All right, that's it.
Hey!
This is destroying Frank. The people that killed Daniel were actually looking for him. And Frank probably did it, honestly. I kind of agree with Edie.
Well, I just... Well, you should have said that in the first place.
Edie, sometimes you can be a callous, ignorant bitch. and in case you're too ignorant to know any better, this is one of those times. Did we console her? Nice, we did. Alright. Let's talk to Gabrielle.
Hey, what's up?
Not too much. How about you? How are you holding up?
What do you mean when you say holding up?
What? I was just trying to be nice. This is a difficult time for all of us. I just want to make sure you're holding up all right, that's all.
There isn't anything really bothering me about it. I don't know what else to tell you.
I'm sorry, but I don't know if I believe you.
You know, I get enough people asking me how I feel these days. Do us both a favor and don't add your name to the list.
You and Daniel had a lot in common, didn't you?
Daniel was just a neighbor. People come and go. Usually they just move. This time it was just a little more, exciting than usual.
Did anyone ever tell you that you can be a cold bitch sometimes, Gabby?
Well, I'll say one thing. He was the only person around here with any taste. Definitely miss that.
Excuse me?
No offense, of course.
Why would I possibly be offended? You only said I have awful taste.
Okay, good. It's just that Carlos says that I don't think before I speak. But he can be such an idiot sometimes. But yeah, I'll miss him. And the collection of samples he kept in the basement. I wonder if he left them to me and as well. Without him, I'll never be able to start that clothing line we talked about. I was gonna be the face, and he was gonna be the brains. Not that I couldn't do it all myself, of course.
Clothing line, right.
I had a friend of mine draw up a business plan, and I took some new pictures for the cover of the catalog.
Sounds like you two had a big plans. What are you planning on doing for yourself now?
I certainly can't go into business on my own. Where am I gonna find another premier fashion designer in this town? Now that he's gone, I have to find something else to do with my spare time. If I'm not careful, I'll be scouting out the high school football team again. Oops. Did I say that out loud?
What?
Ow! What's with you?
Do us all a favor and keep your self-absorption under control for just one day, would you? He was a human being, Gabrielle. Try to remember that. Dan was more than just a means to fame and fortune. He was a friend.
Listen, Miss Thing. You're in no position to judge.
I'm not judging. I'm helping.
Right. Well, thanks.
All right, we consoled everyone. Very nice.